There are only a few people that could be called geniuses. The man I'm with here today, Benito Mussolini, is one of them. Nice to meet you, Mr. Mussolini. But first, in order to understand the greatness of Mussolini, we must take a look at his humble origins. Born in Dovia di Predapio on July 29, 1883, in a poor household, no one, not even Mussolini himself, would expect to rise to power.
I did expect the rise. I was destined for greatness from birth.
Of course, my apologies, Mr. Mussolini. So terribly sorry. Now, what were your parents like, and how did they influence you?
My father was a socialist, and my mother was a devout Roman Catholic and school teacher. My upbringing was modest, but my parents instilled in me a fierce pride in our nation and a burning desire to see it rise from the ashes of adversity. I was encouraged from a young age to rebel against figures of authority, much like my Mexican namesake, Benito Juarez, and was instilled with values of socialism.
Scene over.
Whoa. I'm not done speaking yet. Have him beaten to death.
No problem, sir. Get down! Tell us about how you, the father of fascism, first thought of this beautiful movement and idea.
In my youth, I stood shoulder to shoulder with the communists, fighting against the injustices of the ruling class and dreaming for a brighter future for the working people of Italy.
Yeah!
At age 29, I became the editor of the socialist newspaper Avanti. However, soon after, I became disillusioned with the Socialist Party's swine. Their ardent support of pacifism was far too ineffective. Thus, I took the matters into my own hands. I joined the Great War and fought on the front lines. I witnessed the brutality of trench warfare, the ceaseless artillery fire, and it made me hard.
Yes, sir!
A toughened fighter, and an even tougher politician.
Hey Benito, what's up?
Yo, why'd you join this noble war cause?
I came to support my glorious nation in its fight. My country matters above all. With a strong government and country comes a great economy.
Yeah, who needs a socialist? All they do is sit around and call for peace. Peace gets us nowhere. What we need is something new, something revolutionary.
Okay, Mr. Mussolini, so how did you come to power?
My message spoke to the Italian people, and many of them wanted to see me in power. Italy was suffering for way too long, and the people have spoken. I took matters into my own hands and marched on Rome to seize power. No one opposed me, as they knew I would bring back the old empire of Rome and bring greatness back to Italy.
How did you fix Italy, and how did you create such a great nation?
World War I had a devastating impact on Italy's economy. Despite being part of the victorious Allied powers, Italy emerged from the war economically weakened. The conflict drained resources, caused inflation, and left my country with a large debt burden. The post-war period was marked with social unrest, with widespread strikes and labor disputes. The government was plagued by inefficiency, bureaucracy, and a lack of a vision. This was very detrimental to my people as they were unemployed and homeless, and that was really terrible.
Please, mister, spare some bread. Oh, no, I need it more than this.
Whoa. Here. Have some. If only the government was strong enough to serve the people's economic needs. Out here in Italy, there are thousands of others who are suffering just like them. They don't care. That's why we need a new system. The old government has got to go. Italy's hard times were what motivated me to begin a radical change. The Treaty of Versailles, which formally ended World War I, did not fulfill Italy's expectations for territorial gains and economic reparations. Italy experienced a period of political instability with frequent changes in government. This uncertainty, combined with economic hardship, paved the way for my rise to power. I promised national rejuvenation, order, and economic stability, which allowed me to make Italy great again. The fascist movement was the solution.
Breaking news. We just heard from the Italian government that fascism is the solution to every nation's problems, as it's worked wonders in Italy. Let's see what Mussolini has to say about this.
My creation stands as a beacon of hope in a world plagued by the failures of liberal democracy and communism. It is the embodiment of the Italian spirit, a force that transcends individual desires in service of the collective good. Under my guidance, fascism has unleashed the latent potential of our people, molding them into the vanguard of a new order.
That's great. Let's see what our favorite German dictator thinks. So, Hitler, what are your opinions on fascism?
Fascism is amazing. I love it so much. Mussolini's fascism is really good. However, there are a few changes that I would make here and there, as it is far from perfect. That doesn't change the fact that he's my idol and I love him so much.
Who even is this Hitler person? His ideas are so boring and simplistic. A baboon could do his job for him. Why are we letting this man speak?
What are you talking about? I am the...
Shh. I am the greatest to ever live. Be grateful that you even talk to me.
Okay, now let's ask Giovanni, an attorney for the Youth Italian Attorneys.
Fascism is great. It has revived the economy and created jobs for everyone. I'm so glad that we have fascism instead of communism. Communism is a plague that ruins nations. I'm so thankful that Mussolini has risen to power instead of the communists, as they would have ruined the economy.
Thanks, Giovanni. As you can see here, fascism is great. However, the authoritarian government, cult-like police, militarism, and censorship all
I have transformed Italy into a bastion of strength and prosperity, casting off the shackles of weakness and indecision that once held us back. Our achievements stand as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Italian people, and I'm honored to have led them to such heights of glory. So let history remember that it was I, Benito Mussolini, who dared to dream of a greater Italy and who fiercely pursued that dream until it became a triumphant reality. Long live Italy! Long live fascism!